Hello and happy Friday, and particularly happy me because I've nipped off work a little bit early on a Friday. Everyone else does, why not? I want to get a crack on the carb balancing, so it's going to be seat off, tank off, temporary tank on, start connecting up the balancer that I borrowed, or that Charlie was very nice in lending me, and then a bit of a catch up with you guys once I got that set up. So be right back. Right, so as an enduring theme on this bike and all others, I have a vague idea what I'm doing, but I've not done it before. So I've got the carb synchronizers there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 vacuums. Obviously I've just been running this to warm it up. I say obviously, I'm supposed to do this when the engine's warm, so that's been ticking over for a couple of minutes or so. Just want to sort out some bits. So to run it off the auxiliary tank, i.e. the upturned drinks bottle that's leaking a bit but not too badly. I need to blank out the last vacuum, so Charlie's trusty bent screwdriver come back out. So I'm going to whip that off, open up the ports, plug in the synchronizer. The synchronizer needs some restriction on the pipes, otherwise they're just going to go nuts. So, and Charlie's either lost or broken the little screw restrictors, so he normally just ties it up. I'm going to try couple of IKEA special clips over it just to see how that works. It's going to get a bit loud, so you might not be hearing a lot of commentary, and I might have to I might do a voiceover again. That worked. Or alternatively, yeah, I see what happens. Right, so I'm going to whip that off, whip the covers off, then plug these in. Be right back. Okay, so we're set up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, zip, 3, 4. Clips them off. Right, found the adjuster screws. Now I've just put the screwdriver down here. Right, so the theory, like I say, a vague idea what's going on. So we've got the screw there to adjust between 1 and 2 to try and get those to balance. Now obviously when I start it they're going to waggle around like idiots because there's no air restriction even with the clip on, but when I clip it a bit tighter, I should be able to get these two dials reading approximately the same. Then brake, move across to 3, 4 on that screw, ditto, try and get 3 and 4 to look the same, and then it is balancing 1 and 2 with 3 and 4 with a screw which is an absolute bitch to get to, which is right down in between the full set. Come on, focus, there you go, it's the one that's sticking out there, I think. So, I'm not entirely sure. If I find a slightly longer, I should just be able to come straight down from above. Can't, sod's law, look at that one. Where are we? Another tiny bit short. Maybe not. So, find a longer screwdriver. I'm sure I've got one somewhere. Oh, actually, that is a Phillips or a flathead. I do have a longer flathead to hand, and it reaches. Sweet. Look at that. So I can just about reach it through the middle of the frame. Cool. Right. It's going to get a bit loud. Probably going to get a bit shaky. We shall see what happens. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to film this yet. We shall see. I don't know how much that's going to shake by mounting on the bike to try and film it on the bike regrettably, but let's see. Alright, let's see if you fall over straight away. I've also done there is proven that the fan works, which was one of my next jobs, which I'm really chuffed about because I hate pissing around with fans. Yeah, that was a bit more fiddly than I expected. So that was went 1, 2, and fans off. That's cool. Went 1 and 2, 3 and 4, middle, got them close. A little bit more on 1 and 2, tiny bit more on 3 and 4, got them close. And I think that is pretty much cool. I'm quite happy with that. That's quite a straightforward process. Yeah, and I've proved the fan works. I did get a bit of spit out coolant, but I just think that's over full because it's not really been it's not really got warm yet. So that's probably the longest run it's had, bearing in mind I did just take it for a quick whack up and down the hill yesterday. Yeah, chuffed to naffy brake. I need to check on that front brake. I need to check on the seals around the front, but I'm going to chuck the top back on. Yeah, chuck the tank back on, chuck the vacuum back onto the tank as well, just to give it a go, just to see how it sounds and feels after a little bit of tuning. Cool, be right back. Okay, so for effect as much as anything else, seats back on, tanks back on. Back in those carbs, because the carbs have been emptied. Sorry, no, the carbs haven't been emptied. The fuel supply into the carbs have been emptied. To give you a little bit spotty to start with. Reacting a lot quicker than it was. Bit revvy, but I can't be 100% sure over the fuel that's in it. I mean, I know I put in a little bit on the top, and I know Charlie's had some through as well, but I don't know if it's actually been flushed out proper. I might have to check back on Charlie's videos and have a look. But no, a lot happier indeed. No, I have put a bit more. That is, let's put it straight. Ugh. Can't see the level, but I think it's a little bit low, so I might just top up the brake fluid a little bit, and then just take it up and down the hill, see if that's made any difference. It certainly sounds a lot happier. I just hope that will calm down that slight reviness in a bit of time. Yeah, let's see. And I think if I take it up and down the hill, I might test these seals a little bit. It might help them settle, see if they are knacked or whether or not that little bit of a clean they got before made any difference. Right, so be right back. A little bit of a delay there. The observant may have noticed I forgot to put the wing mirrors back on after I cleaned them last night, so that you can actually see out of them. So they're back on. I'm going to get the kit on, just take it for a quick lap. Comforting. One less thing to fix. Really comforting actually, because that's quite snell. Yeah, it's still a little bit rampy, which is something I'll have to have a look at, but it just wants to go. Just listen to it. It's sounds like motorbikes are supposed to. No, I'm really happy. I'm just gonna give it a quick douche as celebration, I think. I think he's deserved it. That is a sound effort. I've only just noticed he's still got a taps disc on it from the days when we used to. Look at that as an indication of vintage. Yeah, I need to play with the front brake a little bit. I'm going to check out the forks, see whether or not that clean sorted them out, and I'm going to give it a bit of a douche. I'm contemplating whether or not to MOT it before playing with the paintwork. I don't know, but the one resounding bit that it does need is, that it is going to need, is a new tyre, because yeah, I mean that's okay, but it's not MOT pass, so it's going to need a new tyre. I'm going to need a number plate at some point, but I'm going to have to wait till the registration cuts across, done all the paperwork and all of that. Other stuff is cosmetics, but I'm just going to have to give it a good douche, a good clean out. But yeah, I'm really quite chuffed with progress actually. It runs, it rides, it starts, it stops. It's a little bit rampy, but I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Yeah, I am pretty chuffed, I have to say. Pretty chuffed. Not quite sure what I'm going to be up to next. Tomorrow is, after all, another day, and we'll have to wait and see. Although I get a strange feeling it is going to be forks, because that right hand one looks quite wet. Right, cool. Cheers now.